Hey everybody, Blackninja797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, I want to do my top 5 Legends and Apex Legends. So I have recently been getting into Apex Legends again. It's not because Modern Warfare is boring or dying or anything, but yeah. So I decided to get back into Apex Legends. And I'm really enjoying myself. Me and Joseph and my friends haven't played in a while, so you know the content seems new and refreshing again. And also, Season 4 is finally coming out this February, and per usual, that's when I usually get a very big interest to play the game again, because it's when a lot of new content comes out. We're gonna have a brand new character, a whole brand new battle pass, even some new features, etc., etc. And before that officially comes out, I want to do my current ranking video on how I feel about the certain characters that are in the game, and kind of almost give an opinion about the meta at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's begin with the top 5, in my opinion, Legends in Apex Legends. So coming in at number 5 for my personal favorite is going to be Bangalore. So Bangalore, where should I start? Well, I feel like that it's proper to mention why I like her as a character. In my humble opinion, I'm a very rush-based person in terms of like gameplay, and Bangalore fits my playstyle, honestly. Like the fact that she has the ability to run faster while being shot at, and also to be able to cover her tracks with smoke, and then also having the airstrike, it basically makes her like a rusher's favorite character, essentially. It's because you can evade getting shot even when you're not expecting it. You can also cover yourself in smoke for a revive, for a sneak attack, for when you're just trying to like clutch in a situation. And then the airstrike is actually better, in my opinion, than Gibby's or Gibraltar's. It's just because, like, even though basically it's the exact same identical airstrike, is that I don't know why, and this is probably a weird placebo, but I feel like hers is better. I don't know the stats if there's any legit difference between hers and Gibraltar's, but hers seems to do a lot better for me. I guess is the fact that I can position myself with it better, because if I can run around quicker, therefore in turn I get them in better spots. So in general, her kit, whether it's the airstrike or the sprinting or the smoke, it's just very useful and very helpful for my playstyle. That's personally why I like her, and that's why I typically go for her. If I'm having a bad day, and like let's say that like I'm dying a lot from getting shot in the back, I'll usually run her, and then it'll actually make me perform better, because if I'm getting shot in the back periodically, I can just run away subconsciously, just being like, oh hey, I'm getting shot at, and like not even have to think about running faster, it's just automatically doing it. I know that sounds like a weird description, but it just helps. So that is my opinion for my 5th favorite character in Apex. Now let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is going to be your boy Speedy Octane. So Octane, Mr. Faster, Faster, Faster. I personally like him just because like he once again fits my playstyle. He's basically like the ultimate rushing character. He's my favorite DLC character and has been since he originally released. I don't know if we're gonna ever have a character that I like better than Octane, but the fact that he can run extremely fast with his stim, and that he also has the bounce pad for momentum, it allows you to get in some very weird spots, and allows you to be able to just run as fast as you want on command, and not necessarily just because you're being shot at. Like Bangalore's is if you're getting shot at, Octane's is to go faster before you're getting shot at, which is one of the reasons why I like him a little bit better. And he's also got like a funny personality. I know that doesn't necessarily have to go with gameplay, but his character is just more fun to listen to and interact with. Like the character dialogue with Octane is just super fun and just super great to interact with. I don't know why, but I just like the character's personality, and that's just a little bonus for Octane. He's literally a better version of Bangalore. Like, sure, his ultimate isn't as extreme, and he doesn't necessarily have as much tools to his kit, but he just fits better for my playstyle. I personally have just better luck with him. You might disagree, you might agree, but that's just basically my reasoning behind why I like Octane. Now let's move on to number 3. So for number 3, my 3rd favorite character is going to be Wraith. So you were probably honestly expecting this to be number 1, because you guys, if you have played Apex Legends before, you know that Wraith is definitely a top tier character, and if you just watch my videos, you'll know that I really do like using Wraith quite a bit. Now the thing is though, is that since I've last played Apex, I've become more accustomed to other characters. I personally have not been keeping up with the game. I don't know if there's been a meta change. I don't know what characters are currently meta. I don't know if anyone got buffed or nerfed or anything, etc. I haven't played the game regularly in months. I'm just now getting back into it, so I guess this is not necessarily the proper way to make a video when you don't have a lot of knowledge about the current game. But it's all in good fun. For me personally, I just have always liked Wraith. I think that she's a very useful character. She might not be the quickest, she might not necessarily be the most strongest character, but she's definitely really damn good. So the fact that she can go basically invincible with her Wraith form on command is very, very cool. Yes, this is not necessarily as effective as, like, let's say outrunning somebody with Octane or like trying to cover your tracks with Bangalore, but she does a pretty good damn job of it. If you don't follow the little mist trail that she leaves, she basically is invisible and can reposition herself wherever she wants to go. And while you're in this, do I mention that you're also invincible to the storm, however when Bangalore and Octane are not. So if you want to, if you're in a clutch situation, you can actually Wraith form in the storm and it can save your life because it can't deal storm damage to you because you're technically not there. And if you also have the teleporter, which is also another cool thing, if you keep cycling in between the teleporter, you actually cannot be damaged by the storm even if the teleporter is in the storm, unless it's for like a smidge of a second. So like you're barely taking any damage and it's a lot quicker. And the teleporter is useful for like flanking in and out. Like for example, you could place one like very far back from a team you're about to rush, and then place the other one right underneath them or like right next to them. And that way, if a plan goes wrong, you can just nope the F out of there, and you can just be like, see ya, and you can just keep going in and out. Plus, also it's good bait. You can like leave it on the edges of maps. You can leave it into traps. You can end up watching the edge of the teleporter when you know someone's gonna chase you, and you can shoot them as they're coming in and out of the exit. It's a very good tool that just is very useful in just so many situations, and you can just easily just manipulate the game the way you want by playing Wraith. That's why I like her. Now moving on to number 2, Joseph will probably be very happy to hear this. This is going to be Bloodhound. For me personally, I suck with Bloodhound, but I want to get better with him. He is one of the most nastiest OP characters in the whole entire game if you use him in the right hands. And I really want to get good with him, but then I would have to insta-lock him. Joseph probably wouldn't like that because Joseph likes Bloodhound. But basically, like, Bloodhound not only is a cool badass character for his personality and his, you know, mysteriousness, but his character in general is super cool. You get wall hacks and can see people through walls. Back in the day, that was cheating in video games. Now that's just the standard for a lot of characters' abilities. You can legit see people through walls. And when you ult, you can not only, once again, see people through walls, but you are like a force to be reckoned with. You can follow people, you get to see their footsteps and like track where they are, so they literally cannot hide in any sense of the word. And you can just like be super fast, super strong. Like, you're literally on God mode steroids. It's ridiculous. And like, if you could truly, like, for like the love of God, get good with Bloodhound, you are not only a force to be reckoned with, but you're scary as shit. Like, you are literally a force to be reckoned with, and people should fear you if you're a good Bloodhound, because you literally are just like going to destroy their lives. Like, I can't describe it other than that, but like, you try to get good with Bloodhound if you haven't tried him. Like, seriously, honest to God, he's one of the most OP characters in the right hands. Now let's move on to number 1. I have all the characters that I've listed, all the ones that I've hyped up, I have all the ones that I've tried to say that is my favorite. Honest to God, truly my favorite character for how versatile they are, not only for me, but also for my team, especially when I'm playing by myself and have 0 teammates that I'm communicating with, this is going to be Lifeline. So why I like Lifeline is because she is literally my makeshift teammate character. So for example, I can get everything out of Lifeline that I could get from my teammates, whether I'm communicating with them or not. So for example, I never need medkits, I can always just heal myself. I never need to worry about getting good loot, I can just summon in a care package whenever I get my ult. I never need to worry about like trying to worry about getting shot while reviving my teammates because I have a literally giant force field blocking me if I place it right, and don't have to worry about a teammate necessarily trying to shoot for me to distract the enemy. I'm literally using my character's kit as makeshift teammates. That's why she's literally the best character in the game in my opinion. If you're a solo player or if you're a team-based character, like for example, if you party up with people, she's especially great. Like, she's definitely a great thing to combo. But she doesn't have to be combo to be versatile. Most people think that because she's a medic, she's underrated, and you have to coordinate with people in order for her to get her max potential. Sure, I get that. Like, sure, because she's a medic, it's better to have her be, like, the cherry on top, or, like, your extra little thing, since a medic is not necessarily a killing character, usually in a video game. But she can hold her own, trust me. Like, if you are a Lifeline, there's nothing stopping you from being a Slayer too. You can call in your own loot and get lucky. I mean, you can't get like a Mastiff or anything out of like your own care packages for Lifeline, but you can get anything from like purple armor to knockdown shields to better guns to extended mags to health. You can in general make your own healing drone for you and your team at will, and if you get unlucky and never find medkits, you can just not have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about your teammates protecting you when you're necessarily going for a revive if you can just shield. It's ridiculous how useful her kit is, and a lot of people underestimate it. And I truly, honest to God, think that she legit is the best character in the game, because not only is she really good in the right hands, but her kit in general for a solo player is just really, really strong and almost borderline OP. Now, I'm not saying nerf them, Respawn. I don't want any of these characters getting nerfed, you hear me? Because just because I say they're good, I don't want them getting nerfed, okay? But in my honest opinion, I genuinely think that these are really great characters, and that in the right hands, they are god characters. So that is my top 5 list for the best characters in Apex Legends, guys. I hope you ended up enjoying. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribing, all that good stuff, because it's greatly appreciated, and I'll let you guys know I'm uploading another video. And if you guys want to, help me keep the momentum going for my channel, so that way my channel can end up continuing to do well, so I can bring content for you guys, that would be truly appreciated. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Apex Legends video. Let me know if you do want to see more, just because I am in general enjoying Apex Legends a lot more. And I'm just waiting for some content for some other games. Not necessarily are my games bad or stale or anything, it's just that we kind of brought into the standard with video games where we just expect more, and that's not necessarily unreasonable. I'm just kind of getting bored, so I'm just trying to find stuff to do on the fly, and Apex is just one of the games I just went back to. So it's just, I guess, that's just how life works. You just try to figure out what works for you at the best moment. But anyways, guys, hope you ended up enjoying. Hope you enjoyed my TED Talk, I guess. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out, guys.